hours or so like, and what kind of a challenge was it mentally, preparing for this game under the circumstances?
Yeah, definitely. Difficult circumstances, both sides, very unexpected. But it's one of those things where you got to control what you can control, abide by the rules, hope that at the end of the day, the NBA has both teams in their best interest, and then kind of go from there. So, we had pretty casual evening, to be honest, as a team last night, playing pickleball, just having some dinner together, hanging out. And then, they kind of caught wind, I think, that we were going to be playing early afternoon. So that was sort of what the mindset was. And, preparation sort of stayed the same that way.
And looking ahead to tomorrow, from a team standpoint, is it big because it's the next one? Do you highlight it given the implications that it could have in terms of the Eastern Conference standings?
No, I don't think we'll blow it out of proportion. Obviously, we know sort of the implications of the game in terms of standings, but there's still a lot of games left in the season, regardless of the outcome tomorrow. But, it's just another test, another opportunity to get better.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
Joe, obviously the schedule has changed, so now it's a back-to-back, and it seems like there's uncertainty about who will be available tomorrow. How do you guys negotiate stuff like that? And then what does a blowout of this magnitude do for you?
I think, regardless of who plays or who doesn't, we hope to go out, compete, play the right way, and improve and get better. And then, tonight or this afternoon, I thought we played particularly well. I think we started a lot better, which has been sort of a focal point for us here as of late, just because it seems like we've been a little slow out of the gates since the All-Star break, really. So for us to come out and kind of impose ourselves early on was a good step for us.
Bruce Beck with NBC New York.
Joe, in general, do you appreciate the professionalism of your ball club, being ready, playing hard, playing well despite another incident of social unrest?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, this is our job. And, we, like you said, you got to be professional. And when you're asked to go out, lace them up and play and perform, that's what you got to do. And you got to do it to the best of your ability. And, for us today to come in and, with everything that's going on mentally, being able to lock in, have that approach, I think, it says a lot about the group and just the professionalism of the organization.
Tina Cervasio with Fox 5 New York.
Hi, Joe. Within the theme of the back-to-back tomorrow, not knowing who's going to play, and with guys being out today, what's been the formula in the way that you guys have performed regardless of the lineup, regardless of the rotation, and with so many different guys on the floor each night?
I think, it's one of those things where there's just been so much uncertainty over the course of the season where, guys know that when they're going to have opportunity, and it's a chance for you to come in and play and help out. And we also know that long-term, though, too, you might get yourself into a series in the playoffs where you're going to ask something of the 12th, 13th guy on the roster. And we need everybody to, have confidence in one another to be able to come in and play when their number is called. And, sort of the season up to this point has been no different in that regard.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Joe, two quick ones for you. First, obviously, D'Angelo spent quite some time here in Brooklyn before he ended up in Golden State and then in Minnesota. Just what's it like playing against him, and do you guys still have that friendly connection, or is it new team, new rival?
No, I mean, D'Lo is still my boy at the end of the day. Me and him keep tabs all the time. I see him in the off season, and then, regardless of where he's playing, he's still going to be my boy. And, we developed a special connection while he was in Brooklyn, Ed Davis as well. So it's always good to see those guys.
Yeah. And second, I asked Steve after the game, obviously you guys lose point guards. And I asked him if he could lace it up and hop out there on the floor with you guys. And he said, he might have 5 good minutes for you. Do you ever see him in practice? Is he someone who might run around up and down the court in practice, or is he more so just a bystander watching, tell you guys what to do?
Nah, he doesn't. I haven't really seen him play hardly at all. I know he plays tennis and pickleball, some of that stuff, but I never seen him get up and down on the court, actually.
Ryan Dunleavy with the New York Post.
Hey, obviously you guys at times this year you've played kind of down to the competition, had some close calls with like Detroit, Cleveland. Was it good, Joe, to see you guys just kind of come out and pummel a team that has one of the worst records?
Yeah, but I think regardless of what the team's record is, I mean, anybody can beat anybody on any given day, and you have to always treat everybody with the same level of respect. More often than not too, we're getting team's best shot. So I remember what it was like, when it was flipped for us in Brooklyn a few years ago, and those big games, those are the ones that are the biggest on your schedule. So we're the team with the target on the back now, and regardless of who you're playing against, it's going to be a tough test. So yeah, anytime you can get a win like today, it's huge.
Last question, Steve Lichtenstein with WFAN.
Hi, Joe. This was Nick's first start. I just want to know what you saw of him in that role.
Yeah, Nick has been great for us, whether he's in a starting position like tonight or the minutes that he has coming off the bench. I think his ability just to mix things up defensively. We're able to kind of switch 1 through 5 when he's out there. It changes the game for us a little bit, especially on the defensive end of the ball. He does an excellent job just contesting stuff, coming back, rebounding, but then he's also long, active enough to guard guards.